Welcome back to Norwood Digest, and I have to correct myself. It's the Skating Club of Boston, and Doug is the executive director.
Executive director, yes.
So, how did you get involved with that?
Well, I grew up skating at the club. I grew up in West Roxbury. My mom was a group skating coach, and she would take us to the club. She was a member, and I was just thrown on the ice at an early age. I remember hating it, and I was thrown on the ice at an early age.
And where was it then?
In Brighton.
Okay.
So the club has had a clubhouse or rink in Brighton since 1938.
And so, this is a big deal for Norwood having the Skating Club of Boston move here.
It's a big deal for the Skating Club of Boston.
But how did you choose Norwood?
It was after a long search. So the club has been at this for almost 20 years, and we had started a development in Norwood up on Upland Road. And that didn't work out. And then we went back to the drawing board, and we looked at pretty much every community along the 128 corridor, and came to Norwood, and John Carroll really made all the difference.
Really? That doesn't surprise me.
You guys know this before we knew it, an amazing guy.
Yeah.
And he knew we were looking, he knew we were talking with the Meditech folks about Lost Brook Golf Course. And I think John was calling me weekly. Doug, what's it going to take to get this done? And Doug, what can we do? And Doug, how's it coming? And he was sort of the first one that really made the club feel welcome, and it set Norwood apart from all the other towns that we'd been talking to.
Yeah, and it's a great location because it's sort of out of the way. It's very convenient to the highway.
To both highways.
Yeah.
And then with the University Station development, Norwood downtown, the commuter rail stations, it's a great location.
Yeah. So what are we actually building down there?
We're building a very big building. I don't know if folks have been by there, but it's 180,000 square feet. It's one Olympic-size arena with 2,500 seats. It's our performance center. And then we have two other seats, both NHL. One multi-purpose will be figure skating and hockey, and the other one which will be pure figure skating. Then there's a club room, there's a trophy room, a library, all-purpose rooms. There's a lot of support facilities for it. We've done an arrangement with the McKaylee Center for Sports Injury Prevention. They're going to have a facility there.
He was my daughter's doctor.
Was he really, Dr. McKaylee?
Yeah. He's a wonderful guy.
He has been providing treatment to athletes in figure skating for 20 years. I first met him in 1999.
Yeah.
So
He's
we're
still
gonna.
in great shape too.
Oh, and he's a good guy. He
Yeah.
really cares about the athletes. So they'll be treating all sorts of athletes out of this facility. But importantly for parents to know, they do prescriptions for almost every sport of how to stay injury-free.
Yeah, he's a wonderful. I wasn't expecting that. That's
Yeah.
funny. So what kind of events should we expect? Well, first of all, when are we going to open?
So we're working closely on that. We were a few delays over December because of the rain before we could get the building buttoned up, but we're looking at the first or second week in July, probably July 10th, right after the July 4th weekend.
And that'll be a all year round facility.
Oh,
obviously.
skating is a year-round sport. It's even busier in the summer when the kids are off from school.
that
And
makes
we're in operation from 5 in the morning till 10 or 11 at night.
And in order to take advantage of it, do you have to be a member, or will there be?
Well, you can come and public skate,
Okay.
and Norwood residents actually have 50% off their public skating, or you can join the club and become a member, and you can participate in figure skating, synchronized skating, theater and ice. You don't need to join the club. You can come and take Learn to Skate classes. Learn to Skate classes are great, whether you want to figure skate or not, for whatever you want to do in skating. They're a great way to get yourself ready to play hockey.
So when you're all up and running, what kind of events can we expect? Like, would there be like Olympic trials or things like that, or am I too crazy?
We're too small for Olympic trials. So we've done the Olympic trials at TD Garden. We did that in 2014. We did the World Championships in 2016. We're going to be hosting local, national, and international events. Our first event will be in December. That's going to be a grand opening gala, and it's going to benefit the Scott Hamilton Cares Foundation. Then in January, we just won the bid for an East Coast sectional event for synchronized skating.
Wow.
And then our first international event is April 2021. It's the Theater and Ice Nations Cup, and that will be welcoming 52 teams in about 20 countries to Norwood.
Wow.
Yeah.
So those people are going to have to eat. They're going to have to do things. It's a great deal for Norwood.
I am talking to 35 hotels to be able to house all the teams, all the folks. It is a great deal for Norwood. There's going to be a lot of folks visiting, staying here, eating here, buying groceries, all those things.
Yeah. I was so glad to hear, John Carroll reached out, and it didn't surprise me at all.
No, he's a smart man.
What kind of help has the town actually done?
So since John Carroll, John ushered us through all the early stages, but I have to say, Paul Bishop, Bill Plasko from the Board of Selectmen have been intimately involved. Tony Mizuko, your new town manager, has been intimately involved. Paul Halkiotis from the Planning Commission has helped us. Norwood has guided us through the whole process on how to develop in Norwood so that we do it smartly. We don't waste a lot of time. We don't waste a lot of resources. We've been given just a lot of smart advice and guidance and insight, and it's made a huge difference.
And you seem to have a bit of a partnership with Norwood Community Media going.
Well, Jack Tomlin is like another enthusiastic, amazing guy, and he reached out to us and just had all these ideas about how we could partner together. So we are setting up a studio space inside the facility so you can broadcast hockey games for the high school and the Norwood Nuggets. And then we're hoping that the kids can work with us on some of our shows. There's all sorts of entertainment we're doing. We have an annual theatrical show that we'd like to do a broadcast of. So I think there's going to be a lot of joint interest, joint projects, and what they're doing here in the high school, I'm just totally amazed by.
Yeah. Well,
I had no idea.
when we were building the high school, Norwood Community Media was NPA at the time. We did a lot of construction updates. We were able to walk through the building during construction. Is something like that going on?
Yeah, we have that going on. Yeah, now. Oh, yeah, we've done some interviews there. I think he was taking some footage earlier. Yes.
It's great because the people, it helps them know that it's coming. They can anticipate it, and it's just going to be great. Now,
and even for some of our club members who live in Norwood, they can watch it come together.
So I heard you talk about, the studio for the hockey.
Yes.
And so my understanding is Norwood's getting a pretty good, some good ice time out of this.
Yes, so we're going to be able to satisfy all the ice time needs for the high school. Been working with John Longley at the high school over that. You're going to have your high school games here. We've got all the weekend ice for the Norwood Nuggets. We didn't have quite enough ice to help them out on a consistent basis during the week. So we said, let's be safe and just do the weekend ice. They're going to have their games with us. We're pretty excited about that and really hope to see a home for Norwood hockey here. We're working with John and with Jack on visuals for Norwood. We hope to have, not hope to have, we're going to have a large visual display in one of the lobbies of the arena celebrating Norwood hockey. Probably have the Norwood hockey logo in the ice, the high school logo in the ice. So we're hoping the town will come in and be proud of this.
Oh, I'm sure they will. And, I think this is a win for you and a win for us.
Oh, it's definitely a win-win.
Yeah, so that's great.
And I have to say that this week is the U.S. Championships in North Carolina. And today, a Norwood resident, Maxime Nomoff, won the junior men's title.
No kidding.
So yeah, it's pretty exciting.
That is exciting.
He's
We'll
from
have
a
to get him on the show.
He's a lot of fun, and his parents too. His parents are Russian world pair champions, and they moved to Norwood about 4 years ago to come teach at the club.
Wow.
And they were like, fingers crossed, we're moving to Norwood, so please tell us you're building in Norwood.
That worked out.
And then their son just won today. It was a pretty thrilling victory.
So it was kind of funny. Doug and I went to school with his brother. I used to work with his father, so it's like old home for us today.
That was such a small world.
Yeah. And
I loved hearing the stories you were telling about my dad.
yeah, he was a great man. He was a great. Sorry to hear that he's gone, but it's great to meet you. I can't wait to do more work with you.
Yeah,
when
absolutely.
We're open and running, and it's going to be great.
We're excited to be here. We're excited to welcome Norwood here. We've got some great benefits for Norwood residents to come skate with us.
Great. Well, thanks for being
Thank
with
you.
us.